Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask. It is Monday, the 6th day of September. It is National Coffee Ice Cream Day, which I love coffee. I love ice cream.
You would probably like coffee ice cream.
Yeah, probably would. National Read a Book Day today. And it is Labor Day in the U.S. of A. So some folks got the day off. We don't.
No, we never do.
But it's also a Movie Star Monday, and I'm excited to visit with Tommy Davidson. Very funny guy. He's been in several movies, TV shows, a whole bunch of stuff. And he's got a book. I'm going to be chatting with him about that. So excited to visit with Mr. Tommy Davidson for this Movie Star Monday. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Kind of a sad survey off right out of the chute here. Half of Americans die almost broke. That's not good to know.
That's not.
So that's not good planning at all. So maybe we got to plan better than that. Can we plan better than that, Heidi?
Probably not.
So we're not doing too
That'd be great,
so
but
I just have to live a whole lot longer, that's all. The average woman owns 20 pairs of shoes, but only wears 5 of these pairs of shoes, according to a study. 90% of women say they have a pair that they have never left the closet. That have never, ever been worn anywhere outside the closet.
Yeah.
Top reason, some shoes never leave their box. Too uncomfortable. They have an impractical heel. They don't match any outfits. They're too expensive and they don't want to damage them.
Yeah.
Or they were an unwanted gift. Do you have any of those?
I have several shoes that have never left my closet, but mostly because I have a husband who never takes me anywhere that is worthy of those shoes.
I need to take you somewhere. I have some that were an unwanted gift from you. Like, you should wear these. I'm like, no. Thanks anyway, though.
Maybe it's a hint to take me someplace that is worthy of those shoes.
Yeah, now I know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. I want to remind you, addiction is no laughing matter. If you or somebody you know needs help, that is what timeforrehab.com is for. Bizarre story from Brazil. A woman in Brazil woke up to find an intruder taking a shower and doing his laundry at her home.
Oh, geez.
She was able to call the police. They arrested the guy as he came out of the bathroom with nothing but a towel around his waist. He had booze on his breath, by the way.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he had so much to drink that he thought he was in his own home.
I wouldn't think he thought he was in his own home, but he probably just didn't think there was anything wrong with what he was doing.
Or maybe he didn't realize anybody was home and didn't think that he was going to get caught. I have no idea. But that was in Brazil. What a bizarre story. That is, he got to go to jail, by the way. That is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. The View will fill Meghan McCain's slot with a rotating cast of guest conservative co-hosts when they return for the 25th season. First up will be former Utah Congresswoman Mia Love, who will join moderator Whoopi Goldberg and co-host Joy Behar and Sonny Hostin and Sarah Haynes. Sarah we had on this program here not too long ago, beginning September 7th. So when is that? That starts tomorrow, I guess. Co-hosts will be in the studio together first time since March of 2020.
That is not a job I would take for anything in this world.
I've only watched it a few times. It's like everybody's yelling over each other.
Miserable.
Not fun. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez have been going strong now for the past few months. Now he's starring in a new commercial with her mom, Guadalupe Rodriguez, appears with Affleck in a new ad.
That's super weird.
For a sports gambling app. At one point in the ad, Affleck walks past Ms. Rodriguez while she's playing a slot machine. Interestingly, they say that she won $2.4 million in slots back in 2004, the same year Affleck and Lopez ended their relationship. So that's one of the reasons they reached out and said, hey, would you do this? And they're like, okay, we'll do it. There you go. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your Scoopa of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Toy makers are saying that the global shipping crisis and labor shortages could limit their ability to keep stores stocked through the holidays. So
I have heard this.
A couple of different toy companies have gone on record saying they fear that the supply chain woes could result in inflated prices. So they're saying, do not wait too late. If there's something specific you want, while you've got months to spend instead of days to spend. Fisher Price, K'Nex, Care Bears, Little Tykes, and Bratz are all companies that are going, we don't know what's going to happen here. The shipping costs went up. A container used to cost $3,200. Now it's $22,000. Yeah. There's also a shortage of truckers to get things everywhere they go. So, and warehouses, there's shortage of people there. So nobody really knows for sure what's going to happen other than just plan accordingly. A giant rubber ducky made a surprise appearance in the main harbor, and officials have no idea who put it there or why. Harbor Master Catherine Given says the giant yellow duck with the word joy written on it in large letters on its front, estimated to be about 25 feet tall, appears to be anchored in the shallow part of the harbor. She says because it is in the shallow water, it is not a navigational hazard, and many people say, let's just keep it there. So I don't know what'll happen with that. And
that is something you would do.
Oh, no, I think it would
be
cool.
Yes, you would.
Oh, I think it'd be cool, but I also price those, and they're very expensive. And a study that found that constant exposure to artificial light may weaken bone density. So I'm not really sure what that means. What is artificial light? Is that like from a cell phone kind of artificial? Or like this light above us right now?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but either way, better be careful. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on this Movie Star Monday in movies and television, and now an author as well. Tommy Davidson, how you doing, sir?
Pretty good, pretty good. Really glad to be talking to you, especially about this.
Absolutely. We had a chance to visit with you a while back when your book came out, Living in Color, and then you had a really cool opportunity to be a part of a project here in earlier in 2021, Soul of a Nation. Let's talk a little bit about that project and how did that all come together? How did they reach out to you about that?
I felt really blessed to be a part of it. America can take any action it wants to take as far as negative goes, but the positive gets to have a reaction.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And this is the reaction. The reaction is, hey, here we are. Here we are still.
Absolutely.
From the day we hit the shores in the 1600s with the Dutch. Since then, we're still here.
Absolutely.
Along with the Dutch, and along with the Jewish that came, and along with the British that came and took the small little enclave there. And then George and the guys came and took that back. And it still remains.
Absolutely.
How about that?
Absolutely. Now, the thing that's cool, this project that you had a chance to work on, it wasn't just you. You had a bunch of amazing people working with you. So you were kind of the ensemble cast, but Danny Glover, David Allen Greer. If I went through this entire list, that would take our entire time together. But what was it like to work with this amazing cast to take a look at a historical perspective? And again, there were 6 episodes total, so you can't tell everything. But what an amazing project.
Yeah, a lot of people. And this is a necessary, it's necessary. And I would say it's just as a necessary evil as racism is, because it's an evil that brings about change. It's an evil that brings about love. It's an evil that brings about, efforts towards equality in all areas, economic, spiritual, all of it. We don't have to talk about what this country is founded on. Let's just talk about what the universe is founded on.
Yeah.
The universal law of exchange. Coming in alignment with that and continuing with our life trajectories, we learn what we need to learn to pass it on to the next person.
Now, the project we're talking about here, again, is called Soul of a Nation. This was on ABC TV back in March. It was every Tuesday in March. But the thing that's nice, you can still see it now. So if maybe people didn't get a chance to catch this while it was live on TV back in March on ABC TV, they can find it on Hulu, which I think is really cool. I love just the way things are today. If you want to find something, you can almost always find it on some sort of streaming service. So if you're looking for this, Soul of a Nation on Hulu.
Yeah, you got to back it up. You got to back it up with all the other stuff, because there's so many outlets today, so many media outlets today, and programs have such a shelf life that you got to figure out what shelf to grab it off of.
Absolutely.
And with our busy lives and the pandemic having it happen, and everybody trying to, fix the holes in their own personal boats,
Absolutely. Now,
it's a good thing to make it available,
with all the amazing people that are a part of this project, and again, even with them stretching it out over 6 weeks, how long is your piece of this project? When we're watching this, if we watch it, how long will we get to see Tommy Davidson on this project?
2 episodes.
There you go.
So, episode on humor, and an episode on reckoning, and an episode on, I wouldn't say reckoning, an episode on perspective.
Well, we'll be looking for you in those 2 episodes, and there's only a total of 6 episodes, so you're in almost half of them, and you're in very good company, and this is a darn good list to be on.
It's a list I've been wanting to be on for quite some time.
Well, you are there, and we are.
Put me on that list.
You're there, and we're really glad you're here to share with us as well. And again, we just spoke not too long ago about your book, and again, congrats on the success you're having on that as well.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it, man. You too.
Absolutely.
We're all in it.
We are indeed. I will throw a link to the information about the program we've been talking about, Soul of a Nation. It was on ABC TV earlier this year, but now it's kind of blowing up on Hulu. A lot of folks checking it out there. So Soul of a Nation, 6 episodes, and you can see that on Hulu. And also I'm going to throw a link to Tommy's book. We can find that. It's called Living in Color. He was on the TV show In Living Color back in the day, and now the book is called Living in Color. I've got a link to that, all of the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Disney World is roughly the same size as San Francisco. 43 square miles. Yeah. So when they say it's a small world after all, they're not talking about Disney World. Yeah, Disney World is roughly the same size geographically, 43 square miles, same size as San Francisco. So
that's insane.
It's a pretty good sized place. That is today's fun fact. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Better bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, radiotravelgroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Poland, a construction company and refiner, have created a floral-scented asphalt. Why? According to the companies, it's not to improve the conditions for people living in larger cities without ready access to nature. And it's not for the sensory enjoyment of commuters who spend their hours in traffic. It's to improve working conditions for the people building the roads. New containers of mixture with a natural synthetic oil, essential oil in it, most of which neutralize the typical smells of asphalt while remaining a pleasant scent. So they're trying to mix all this stuff in so it'll still be really sturdy and solid, but the guys that are working around this all the time, now it's going to smell like lilacs.
I would not even worry about the smell. Just make them so they last.
They're trying to make it so it's a more pleasant work environment. So that's kind of neat that they're doing that.
I don't think the guys there are really complaining.
Well,
are they saying, do we want the stuff to smell like lilacs?
That's probably when I was like, you know what? If this stuff smelled like lilacs, I'd be happy. I have no idea. I don't know. I wasn't there. That is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A Texas woman is suing Starbucks over first-degree burns she suffers, claiming she was given the wrong coffee and then spilled it on herself, giving it back. Mary Sims ordered this April 14th in Texas. The employee informed her that she was given the wrong drink. When she stopped her car and handed the coffee back, the lid popped off and spilled all over her. As a result, she got first and second-degree burns, causing severe personal injuries and damages. The suit filed in August argues they knew or should have known of the unreasonably dangerous condition created by the failing lid and the hot water or liquid coffee, and they should have warned her. The company's failure to do so constitutes negligence. The suit noted that she's seeking less than $75,000 to cover damages, including medical expenses and lost wages, past and future loss of enjoyment of life. Starbucks spokesperson said that they're investigating the claim. Now, you might remember there was a coffee incident back in 1992
Sure do.
at a McDonald's, and that was a $2.7 million damages is what the 79-year-old got. So who knows what will happen here, but it's a bizarre story. It's why it is today's Weird News, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by BetterResultsAdvertising.com. And I don't know if that's exactly where this belongs. This probably should have been weird news. But a woman was arrested after police responded to gunshots at a home at 3:30 in the afternoon. Victim told police she was dog-sitting for a friend when the friend's ex-girlfriend, 26-year-old Trail Capri Williams, arrived and accused her, Trale, I don't know, accused her of stealing a dog. The victim called her friend, who denied the dog belonged to Williams. Williams started swinging at the victim. The victim grabbed Williams by her wig, which came off. That is when Williams dropped a gun while they were fighting. The victim was finally able to get away and went outside. Shortly thereafter, she heard a couple of shots. One bullet broke the window. Police came to the scene. Some people got arrested. 5 counts of felonious assault. 1 count of carrying a concealed weapon.
Felonious.
Again, that probably should have been weird news because there was a lot going on there, but it's also today's.
I want to get charged with felonious something. That's a really great charge.
I don't think you want to get charged with anything. That's never good. But that is today's moment of duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, But I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by Time4Rehab.com. Heidi, are you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Westwood in Farmington, Connecticut. Westwood. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center?
That's a golf course.
And the answer is quiet on the green. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds like a golf course.
Reminds me of Bushwood. Wasn't that from Caddyshack?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is not. It's not Bushwood. It is Westwood. And that, my friends, is how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by Time4Rehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. And I got to tell you, this is just a great story here. Headline, New Orleans nurses stay behind during Hurricane Ida evacuation to care for babies in the NICU. So this is something where they could have very easily said, we got to go. We're all going to go.
Right.
But the babies couldn't go because they were connected to life-saving equipment. So these nurses said, I'm not going to go. You go. And they're like, I'm not going. I'm
Wow.
staying with you. So as this tragic thing happened, this Hurricane Ida swept through Louisiana, the nurses inside the NICU at the Ochsner Health Hospital in New Orleans volunteered. They weren't told. They volunteered to stay there through the thick and the thin of all that was going on all night long with babies who desperately needed someone. I am so proud, said Nurse Paula Jean Simon, or Simon, I'll bet that is. My team pulls together. Doesn't matter what's happening. They're going to make sure these babies are taken care of.
Right.
NBC News did a story on this, and I've got a link to that story if you'd like to see the entire thing in the show notes for today. That would be such a tough thing because, there's part of you going, okay, I know we need to go. And if there would be a way to safely take the babies with and go, that would be the best answer.
Right.
But in a situation like this, these babies are connected to devices that are literally keeping them alive.
Yeah.
So these ladies were like, no, I'm not going. I'm going to stay right here. And that would be a really difficult decision to make, again. But really, really cool that happened. And, again, it's sad that it happened. It's sad that the damage happened. But it's cool that some folks stepped up to earn the little title of hero.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
All right. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday.